To get to the Tinkercad exercises, log into your class Tinkercad account and click on Resources and Learning Center. And then under Learn 3D Design, click View All. If you scroll down, you'll see there's a number of exercises, and we'll be working through many of these in the coming weeks. And the word exercise is used deliberately. You can think of working through these design projects as exercising your design muscles in the same way that you would exercise your anatomical muscles if you were going to compete in a sport. So it just takes a lot of repetition and practice until the basic moves within Tinkercad become second nature, and you also become familiar with more advanced topics and techniques in Tinkercad, which ultimately will allow you to create complex models yourself, and in particular for the final project for this course. To begin an exercise, just click on it, and you'll see a Start option. Click Start. Because they're web-based exercises, sometimes things will happen. The exercise will malfunction as you're working through it. These are interactive exercises, and so sometimes hiccups occur. And if that's the case, if that ever happens to you, the easiest way to get out of the assignment is to click the Tinkercad logo up at the top. That'll take you back to your dashboard. And you can see here that I've done a number of tutorials. But if I click on Designs, then the only thing that's appearing is this one that I was still working on. So I could either click here, Tinker This, to go back into that exercise, or I could click Resources, Learning Center, View All, and then come back to the first exercise. And you can see now it says Resume here. So I could click Resume. So remember, if you ever get stuck, go ahead and just click the Tinkercad dashboard. Now the directions for the exercises are on the left-hand side, and you might have to scroll down to see them all. And then as you move through step by step in the project, you'll click Next down at the bottom. So make sure you read the information that's on the side. There's some important information and hints to help you get through the exercise. So in this case, it says find the box shape on the right side of the screen, left click and drag the box shape to the hint on the work plane. So the hint on the work plane is this sort of outline of a box. So all they want me to do is click and drag a box out roughly into that area, and then click Next, and that's it. So in this case, it was a super simple exercise. Don't worry, the exercises get more complex as we move along, but we start off with the basics. Once the exercise is done, I click Done, and rather than clicking Continue, I recommend as you complete each piece to click the dashboard, and then you can click on Tutorials, and you'll see the tutorial that you just finished right here. If you ever make a mistake and you have multiple versions of the same tutorial, or something goes wrong, just keep the one that you completed that's good, and you can click on the gear icon and choose Delete to get rid of any of the mistakes that you made along the way. So clear off any mistakes you made and just keep the basic tutorial. Pay attention to the wording of the assignment in the Brightspace page because it'll tell you precisely which exercises to do. For instance, if I click on Learning Center, View All, and scroll down to Let's Learn Tinkercad, that's one of the assignments for week 1 of the course. And if I click on that to start it, you'll notice that there are several sections here. And in the assignment, description, I specify that you only need to do step 5. Use the align tools and the work plane helper. Okay, I can back out of here. If you end up someplace where you're not sure where to go, you can always click on your avatar photo and click My Designs, and it will take you back to your design workspace. In this case, for some reason, that first tutorial ended up as a design, and I don't want that there, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it because I haven't created any designs yet from scratch. We'll do that soon enough. But if I check in tutorials, you'll see that it's still there because I completed the tutorial. So again, this is an automated interactive system, and mistakes do happen, but it's easy enough to delete any errors or unwanted duplicate projects.